Hello there, my beautiful and lovely gamers. My name is Jonal. This is what I look like in case you haven't been to the stream yet. And this is the Q&A. Thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. I know that this is a little bit late, I suppose. Even in the Q&A server, there were people asking the question for the Q&A. When are you gonna make the Q&A? I know it's a little bit late. I've been stressing with private coaching and uni and just a lot of stuff coming on and so on, of course. In general, just been a lot of busy. So yeah, this is the Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for the support. The very first question that comes out is, how old am I? And if so, does my friend at, for example, school and so on, do they know that I'm a professional coach? Do they know that I do YouTube and so on? I'm 22. And yeah, my friends at uni, they do know that I do a YouTube channel. I do believe some of them actually are subscribed. They do know I stream on Twitch, and they do know that I private coach. I don't think they understand the scale that I private coach in. There's a lot of memes that sometimes I coach like 13-year-olds or something, because some parents buy private coaching for their kids as like a birthday present on, which is super awesome. So there's like this meme in the friend group that all of my income is from like kids that I'm scamming for money in my university group. Yeah, they support me. They're pretty chill about it as well. Also, my parents and so on, my grandparents know that I did so when I played on television in Norway, when I played in the first division. My mom, my sister, and so on, and so on, my sister boyfriend and so on, all those watched me play live. So yeah, I think that most people know that I know, at least know that I do YouTube and coaching and so on. The second is what made me play Overwatch, as I'm mainly an Overwatch channel and so on. I try to branch out from different games here and there, but and that gotta give credit where it's due. I saw the game from Video Game Donkey, I believe. I saw like that comparative video when it was in closed beta, and that looks pretty cool. And I was playing Battlefield at the time, so I was like, yeah, whatever. The open beta came out. I forced my best friend to, I think he was playing Minecraft at the time, so I forced him to play with me, and he got hooked. And he asked if we could buy together, so because he didn't have money at the time, well, he didn't have money he could spend on games right there and then, so he was like, yeah, can you? And I bought the game for him and myself, and then I just kind of got hooked. I wanted to make a team. I wanted to make this series. It was like this really cool. I could make like, it was a new esport. I could make like a team, and so I made my own team, and that kind of just made me like wanting to improve, wanting to get better at the game, just like the drive, right? And having a team and having someone serious to play with. But I was playing quick play, because in the beginning of season 1 there was only quick play. There was no competitive. I was like, oh, it's so unserious, dude. Like, why do we have this? Why do we have that? Like, we need this. I had like all these plans, all this, like, I was trying to understand the game, and I love challenges. I love to improve. So I was like, yeah, so I made my own team, and I just kind of just could keep on with that grind. Hit GM and the channel and coaching and everything. Some amazing teams that I got to coach in EU here and so on. Just kind of gave me the drive to just continue on to play. And was Genji my first pick when I came into Overwatch, or did I swap to him later as I progressed in the game? Genji was not my first. My first hero was Widowmaker, as I came from Battlefield and I saw a sniper rifle in SMG. I was a sniper in Battlefield 4, by the way. Yes, I was one of those guys that just played sniper all the time. So I was like, oh cool, so I have like a sniper rifle and like a assault rifle, like expecting this to be this super broken combo. Like, imagine if you had a sniper rifle and you could immediately click it over to like an AC-23, I believe it was called, like one of the best assault rifles in the game. I was like, this is stupid, pretty broken. So I played a lot of her. I played a lot of Kree, because I liked the power of the hand cannon. I didn't have the accuracy though. I also was a Zenyatta guy. I played a lot of Zen early, just because I thought he was like, so he was one of those like, yeah, 50 at that time Discord was 50%, so it was like, yeah, I felt like this glass cannon, like high DPS, and also Zarya became like a pick that I liked earlier on. And then later, when I saw Seagull playing Genji, actually I adapted Genji into my own playstyle. And when I played for my team, there was no one that played projectile DPS, so I kind of just took that role and filled it for my team, and learned Genji and then Hanzo and Mei and Junkrat and so on, so on, so on. So that's why I play Genji. So I know he was not my first pick at all. What would I still like to learn, but I haven't? I would like to get better at Doomfist. I know how to play. I can coach I do coach every single role in like GM top 100 level, so that's not a problem. But mechanically, I just can't play Doomfist at a high level. Like, I can probably play him in Masters, in like low Masters, and that's really where my bottom line just stops. So I would really learn. I tried to play him for my team when he was in came out, like when he was brand new, because his hitbox was broken. And after that, I just didn't really learn him. And I would love to get really, really good at Doomfist one day. But that's kind of like my biggest hero that I haven't really learned yet. And I would also I would like to be better at Reinhardt. I know I know how I'm supposed to play him. I just can't pull it off. Like pins and stuff like that. It's just can't pull it off. The meta game with like Shatter and so on. I just can't mentally do it mid match. What's the lowest SR I've been in? The lowest SR, as in the ranking system that we have currently, is 2.7k. So I started my season 2 in plat, and then I ended in diamond. Like I think at like right around 3k. I also had a Smurf at the time. I also think he was 3k in the end. So yeah, I started in plat. In season 1, I don't recall what rank I was. I think I was like 52 or something like that. Level 52 or like rank 52 in season 1, but season 1 was like a shit show anyway. So yeah, mid plat is the lowest that I've been naturally. With I played in silver and so on the silver account, but that wasn't my elo, right? Like that wasn't me placing there. Do I have any pets? Yes, I do. I have my dog. Hopefully, since I've never made these videos before, he's somewhere here on the screen. Hopefully. So yeah, I have a dog. I also have 2 cats, which are all both back at my mom's place. So yeah, not here in Oslo where I live right now. As you maybe see, like what you guys can see on the camera right now is practically my whole apartment. So yeah, not enough space for a dog in here. What's my favorite food? My favorite food, generic as fuck, and maybe say pizza or taco. Like Mexican style, I think like that. I really love Indian food as well, though. Like Indian, like spicy, like curry, tikka masala, and so on. Like I really like that as well. So yeah, probably like pizza, taco, Indian, most likely some of my favorite food. Yeah. Orisa, would I smash or pass? I would like to skip that question. Thank you very much. No comments. What is your biggest pet peeve when coaching someone? So when I coach in Overwatch, my biggest pet peeve, I think, is when people don't ask me questions enough. Like especially people from the US are super polite. They're like, yeah, good day, sir. How you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. Like, yeah, they're really, really polite. The way that they DM me, the way that we talk. It's like, I've had people that's like, oh, dude, sorry, I overstepped to a coaching system. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And then, oh, yeah, you don't have to take that one. Like, just take the money and it's fine. And I'm like, no, dude, it's fine. Like, you overslept. It's fine. We'll arrange another day. I'm not taking your money. And they're like, just super light. And sometimes they don't ask questions of. Like, I'll be like, yeah, okay, so you go on this high ground here, and that gives you space over this map. Do you kind of understand that? And they'll be like, yeah, I kind of get it. And then I have to elaborate. And sometimes I know after the session, I have to really, on some of them, be really, really persistent on like asking questions if they are sure that they understood it, or explain it a little bit extra, because some of them are so polite that they don't want to bother me and ask me questions, even though they're the one paying me to coach them. So that's my biggest pet peeve, is when people don't ask me enough questions and like make sure that they understand it when they pay me money to educate them. I think that's my biggest pet peeve when I'm coaching someone, because it makes my job like less satisfying. If I leave this coaching session and I don't think that I improved the guy, then I feel like garbage after. Luckily it hasn't happened like ages since I had left the session without feeling that I did my job. What games do you play outside of Overwatch? I play Apex Legends right now. I play that. I play some PUBG, some League of Legends, some CSGO, some Rainbow Six Siege sometimes with my friends. Not Rainbow Six Siege, that more like just me. I played those games, but mostly I do play Overwatch, and right now Apex Legends. That's quite fun to play with one of my friends and so on. It's a good time. So that's really what I play outside of Overwatch, but mostly I still play Overwatch. My favorite hero in the game, which is that? My favorite hero, I can't not say Genji because of the amount of hours I have on him. I just love the guy. Super flashy, super just fun, entertaining, very versatile. If not, then it probably goes over to like Tracer and Hanzo and Widowmaker as like some of my favorites, and I also Ana, like as my favorite support. At least he's just a blast to play. Like if I'm gonna play any, like I think that I could be a good Ana one trick. I could be very enjoyable on that role. What is my worst hero? I still believe that my worst hero would be Doomfist. As I said earlier, I'm not that very good at him, as I haven't played him enough in rank to like feel comfortable. I think that's would be my biggest problem. Combos, all that stuff, positioning, yeah, I get it, but like when shit goes down and stuff happens fast, I just think that my brain would not be comfortable playing it. And against certain hero lineups, I just couldn't play him in rank myself. What's my plans for the future of the channel, gaming and personal? I gotta finish uni. hopefully grow a channel, hopefully branch out a little bit more to other games just as a additional revenue source and additional like view source. In case something happens to Overwatch. And I know some people like from the Discord community are super active, super awesome, and love the community, but just don't play the game anymore. And getting other people from other games into the community, into the server, I think would be a good part of why I continue to just drive Overwatch, of course, but from time to time. So hopefully get consistent and good views. I know some people there are really good supporting me with Apex Legends and so on. I'm trying to branch out into more stuff that I'm less comfortable on, like comedy, if you can call that funny. Like I made a garbage guide to Wraith of Apex Legends, which I watched it and now have some feedback. I'm gonna make more like that, but most of the time it's like trying to experiment and get out there. I think that's for the channel and so on. For gaming, it's just playing, growing on Twitch and all that stuff. All of my social media and Twitch and the Discord is linked down in the description, of course. At what point did you decide to serve your big brain to help people improve as a coach? What gave me the confidence that I was prepared for that? My confidence and the decision, I just love coaching, I love helping people, I love improving. Like when I do martial art, I a lot of time go over to like the blue belts, the new guys, and I help them out. I'm in general, like I just love helping people out, and I thought that I understood the game very well. And it's like coaching people for free, like a lot of people. Like in the beginning, I coached everyone for free. I coached teams, like a lot of teams. Like at least like 45 different teams. Like I was just like, yeah, we can coach today. I can coach today in between my practice. I can coach there. I can coach you, right? Individuals and so on. And I thought like, okay, I can coach like grandmasters, and I can coach this. And then I felt like more confident in myself as a player and myself as a coach. And it's like coaching some really good organizations in open division and so on. I really helped them improve and get much better. And that's when I decided, okay, I've coached, for thousands of hours. I finally feel that I've done this for free. I feel that, and then I started taking a little bit of money. And when I saw myself being better and better, I started finding a price that I felt comfortable. If it was a just fair price, I don't think I'm gonna go over my current coaching price. I think that that's a good salary for me to be on if I'm gonna educate people. But yeah, that's really what made me. That's really what made me. I just saw that it was working. I thought it was worth something, and then I just got confidence. When you coach enough top 500 players, enough teams, and like seeing like full teams improve and so on, then you get confident enough that you can coach platinums. But I'm always humble, always trying to learn from my mistakes. Are people that you coach always willing to listen to me? Not all of them. Some people hire me because they want to trash talk their team, or because they want me to justify, like tell them, yeah, you're so good, or why you're not in this and this rank. Of course, analyzing your strength is important in coaching, but I know some people that hire me as a coach almost just to say, oh, I hired a coach. I don't understand why I'm losing. So some people are not willing to listen. It's not that they're willing to listen, it's just that they listen and they just ignore it. And those people will never improve, and they just kind of hire me, while the people that listens to me, they normally always improve. Have you ever got into a heated argument because a person wouldn't agree? Only with assistant coaches. And mostly people, and not really that much of a heated argument. It's more about management of the team and so on that I've gotten into some arguments. And there was a lot of arguments on my very old team with some toxic personalities and so on, that we got some really big arguments about some stupid shit that I was 100% sure I was right on, but they was just arguing with me because they didn't like me. Yeah, not in a very long time, no. How did I develop such a good game sense? I thought about the game, I analyzed the game, I talked about the game. I was interested in getting it. I wanted to get better. I wanted to improve. I wanted to understand more of the game. I've been talking. You guys don't know how much I'm talking to myself about the game and thinking about the game constantly, all the time, right? When I make a video, a lot of time I don't write a script. I just talk to myself for a very long time in my head, and I go over like things. I'm like, yeah, this. Okay, and I watch people, and I watch teams, and I watch a lot of pro, and I read on Reddit, and I always listen to people, and I always try to. I am not a coach that looks at black and white. I'm not like, oh yeah, this is meta, that means that's the best thing. It's like, okay, this thing is really good at these things on these maps and so on, so on, but this is the weaknesses, this is the strength. And I believe every team composition have a strength and a weakness. And when you start understanding that okay, this has a strength, this has a weakness, and that's kind of when you start improving your game sense a lot more. Because when you can look at your team and like, this is our strength, and this is my hero's strength, and this is the enemy team, and this is their strength, and this is how they're playing, and that evolves it into this playstyle and so on, that is when your game sense starts improving a lot. So yeah, thinking and playing and just living in the game. I know, I suppose it's called almost. That's how I got good game sense. How many hours I think I coached in total? No fucking clue. Probably over 10,000. It's a lot of hours I've been on the game and coached. How did I get so good at the game? I practiced, I trained, my accuracy is garbage. It's always been garbage. I didn't come from a CSGO or anything like that. I win games on game sense, and then I grind mechanics. I've grinded mechanics before. I did like 200 to 400 Anabots a day, played like multiple rank matches on Smurfs, and like Scrim, and then like there was so much. I really dedicated time into the game and improving the game, and I found ways to grind Anabots where I would just like watch something on the monitor that's here, and then I would play on the monitor that's there, and then I would like watch something and play and watch something and play, and I would just kind of sit like this and almost like I kind of watch forward and backwards in between my monitors, like watching something interesting on Netflix and then doing Anabots at the same time, constantly improving, learning, and as I said, be humble enough that yes, I'm a good coach, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but that does not mean that I am 100% clear on everything, and therefore I talk to players, I talk to other coaches, assistant coaches, I talk to other people, and want to hear their stories and what they think about stuff, just because I believe that everyone has something that they can contribute with. Even like, I even ask silver players, like, okay, so how is it in silver? What do you guys do in silver? And of course, some people are just like toxic and simple, like, oh yeah, my team sucks ass. But some people have some really good, yeah, this is like the normal stuff that happens in silver. Like, this is how we defend these points. And there's some really smart people in silver that made me, okay, that is how silver players do it. And that's interesting for me, because then I understand, okay, that's how they do it in that level, especially as a coach, of course, that's very viable for me. That's how they do it in that level. And I constantly do that. I try not to be arrogant or anything like that and be like, oh yeah, these guys and is only master, so I'm not going to listen to me. If they have a good point, I always listen to the point, and I'm like, that makes sense, or that doesn't make sense, or I partially agree with that. So yeah, grinding, and being interested in having a drive for the game, and also again finding ways to practice, so to make it fun. For example, Netflix and aimbot, or aim practice, I suppose. But yeah, that's really all for today, guys. I hope you guys have a lovely gaming experience. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you want to hire me as a private coach, 50 euros for a 2-hour session, here put up on that Discord server. Doesn't matter your rank, or if you're console or PC, or if you have a team or not, you can get me a VOD. We can make you improve. I love you guys very much. Thank you guys for 10,000. Hope I see you on the Twitch stream. Link in the description. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM Norwegian time. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.